Nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen is used by life forms to carry out many of the functions of life. For example, it is needed for the formation of proteins, amino acids, and nucleic acids. Air contains about 78% nitrogen. Yet, nitrogen in its gaseous form is almost entirely unusable to life forms. It must first be converted or fixed into a more usable form, mainly soluble nitrates. The process of converting nitrogen into a form in which it can be used by plants is called nitrogen fixation. In nature, nitrogen fixation is done by specialized bacteria in the soil. After nitrogen is fixed, it can be absorbed and used by plants and subsequently by animals. The cyclic process of nitrogen being fixed, used by plants and animals, and later returned to the atmosphere is referred to as the nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle involves the following steps: nitrogen fixation, nitrogen assimilation, ammonification, nitrification, denitrification. Let us see how this process happens in nature. Nitrogen fixation. The process of converting free nitrogen gas from the atmosphere into nitrogen compounds is called nitrogen fixation. In nature, it takes place in two ways, that is, atmospheric nitrogen fixation and biological nitrogen fixation. Atmospheric nitrogen fixation. Lightning causes high temperatures, which results in a reaction between nitrogen and oxygen present in air to produce oxides of nitrogen. These dissolve in rainwater, forming dilute nitric acid. This nitric acid reacts with the alkalis of the soil, like limestone, to turn into nitrates. Biological nitrogen fixation. Biological nitrogen fixation is the conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogen compounds by living organisms. Nitrogen-fixing bacteria, called rhizobium bacteria, are found in the soil. They are also found in the root nodules of leguminous plants such as peas and beans. These bacteria can fix atmospheric nitrogen into nitrates. Nitrogen assimilation. The plants absorb these nitrates from the soil and convert them into plant proteins. The nitrogen passes from plants to herbivores that eat them, and then to carnivores that eat the herbivores. This process of conversion of inorganic nitrogen compounds into organic compounds that become a part of living organisms is called nitrogen assimilation. Ammonification. When plants and animals die, their remains are converted into ammonia and ammonium compounds by decay bacteria and fungi, decomposers present in the soil. This process of conversion of complex organic compounds like proteins into ammonia is called ammonification. Nitrification. Some of these compounds are taken up by plants and the rest are converted into nitrates by nitrifying bacteria present in the soil. The process of conversion of ammonia into nitrates is called nitrification. Denitrification. Some of these nitrates are absorbed by plants. The rest are converted to free nitrogen gas by denitrifying bacteria. This is called denitrification.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.